Welcome back, everybody, to another Redstone Corner. And today for you, I have a quick and simple, easy, very dirty Wither Rose farm I built up on the CreepyCraft server last night. Now, this version is an overworld one. And trust me, the one I'm going to show you to build uses the end gateway, the return gateway in the end. I have spent hours upon hours digging in places down to bedrock to try to find a formation that I could use. And all in all, I ended up only finding this 2x3, and it's missing the middle block and another one on the other side. It works long enough. And with Strength Beacon and Potion and Smite buybacks, you can kill the Wither before it has any chance to escape. But that's not about that. What this is about is this little contraption right here. So what it is you load your eggs up top here, and a clock will activate, dispensing the eggs into this chamber right here until we have a ton of baby chickens. This piston, which is holding a block out, let's see if I can see it here. Yep, that stone block right there is what the chickens actually land on. And then this sticky piston right here is the crusher. This button is nothing. It's just to spawn proof this area. But this button right here controls the crusher delay. We have a wooden button. You need to use a wooden button because it has a slightly longer pulse length. And then a redstone repeater on 4 ticks. Gives the perfect amount of delay to take all those chickens down to a little under quarter health. And then we use this button right here to deactivate the torch, which will pull this sticky piston back, allowing them to drop down into this level of the drop chute, and then it pushes them out. And we simply just make sure on the Wither, where you actually summon the Wither, we have it marked out, 2 blocks in either direction is the blast radius, and anything in that area will actually be killed. Well, the chickens, after they're knocked down. If they're at full health, they will not die. So you got to make sure you damage them down to a quarter health, and then make sure the area in which you actually cage them in is just 2 blocks around where you actually summon the Wither. So I'm going to quickly show you how this works. I have enough skulls left for 1 Wither. And then, there we go. So then we come over here, we press this button, and as you can see, the chicken, the health bar up top, yep, and then we go ahead and press that button. Now, sometimes not all the chickens get pushed in, so you just give it another quick push. And there you go, ton of chickens this time. And also, with this being 2 blocks away, you can easily, from outside, reach. And it will be the same on the end portal as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn down my sounds because that's about to get super loud. And then we just place those. So my overworld cage, as you can see, I had to break a ton of bedrock last night. I spent hours on this. But there you go, see? And then, bam, we just kill him. So, yeah, as you can see, I have a super high strength effect. I'm actually on a copy of the I downloaded a backup, so I am on the single player backup right now. But from using, what did we use? 18 stacks of eggs, you'll on average about 40 to 50 Wither Roses per Wither summoned. So you will need to have some kind of Wither Skull farm, or, you know, as you're going to farm Wither Skulls for beacons the manual way, you can use this setup so you're getting Wither Roses along with your beacons. So let's head on over to a setup area I already have in a creative world, and I will show you guys how to build this. Okay, so here we are on a creative world. I have already cleared an area out underneath the exit portal in the end. So you want to make sure you only dig down 2 blocks underneath the portal. And then go ahead and mark out in obsidian where you would normally do this. Normally you would dig 3 blocks down and place the obsidian where the sandstone is, and then you'd have 2 blocks clearance above it. But you want it in the floor here. And then you want to mark out 2 blocks on either side of this T where you summon the wither. Grab yourself some stone brick wall and just go ahead and make a box around it. This will ensure that with the decreased health, the chickens and everything, or I mean you could use adult chickens, a couple different things really if you wanted to, but whatever you do use, this will ensure that everything within the blast radius will die. The further you get away from the radius, the less damage will be taken. And then you want to take a fence gate and put it somewhere so that you can easily go in and get your wither roses. Now you are going to need to pick a side. I would suggest using this right side here in front of the T, and then you are going to place a block there right next to the corner. Come up until you get this shape here, and then place a normal block here. And then come up one more. Also go back one more right here. So you get this little fork shape. We'll break those. So you get this little fork shape. Come up and then come back 3. You're going to take a sticky piston and place it right behind like this. Place a redstone torch there with a button. Has to be a wooden button. Remember that. Now you don't have to use obsidian, because I'm pretty sure that blast cannot break other blocks. But I'm just using it just because. And then you can go ahead and place another block there, and here, making yourself a tube. And as you can see here, yep. So go ahead and you're going to want a dispenser now. And you are going to place the dispenser there. Place another piece of obsidian in front of it. And then you need to replace this block with a normal block, something that can be moved. Piece of obsidian on top. Then you're going to need to take a sticky piston, come out, and make sure there's a sticky piston facing into the block. This will be your crusher unit. And then you can simply place a block here. Grab yourself a repeater. Place the repeater going into this block on 4 ticks. And then place a block going up and another button on top of that block. It has to be a wooden button. Sorry, this does not need to be a wooden button. I would suggest using one though, just because of the slightly longer pulse length. But this one that controls your crusher does have to be a wooden button. And that's the repeater on 4 ticks. Then you want to grab yourself a trapdoor. Go ahead and cover the top with a trapdoor. Then you're going to want to place a hopper going into the top of the dispenser with a double chest on top. You could use a single chest if you really want to. And then grab a comparator, a repeater, observer, sticky piston, and redstone torch. You will need 2 observers. And then you're going to come down here and place a block behind the dispenser with a comparator coming out to read the flow of eggs through the hopper. Place a block into the comparator, or make it so the comparator is facing into a block. Place a redstone torch. And then you want to place a downwards facing sticky piston. Yep, just like that. And then you want to come down 2 blocks underneath the torch, break that middle one. Place a repeater on 2 ticks. Then place an observer against the sticky piston. And then underneath on the head of the sticky piston. And that is the entire farm right there. Now, as I said, it does rely on you summoning a wither every time. So I would suggest having some kind of egg farm here so that when you're here, you can, just AFK an hour and get yourself a ton of eggs and then summon your wither. And also you can reach here. Oh, that's going to put it on my head. And just remember, from the outside, you can reach with your soul sand. Like so. Oh, I was wrong. Yep. But you can. There you go. And then you just place your heads. Remember to place your heads afterwards. Now, I am going to be working on this. I'm going to be trying to actually make this so that this is a little higher. And I'm going to try to come up with a wither cage and use obsidian around it, so that when you dump your baby chickens in, the wither will automatically target them and destroy them quickly, hopefully not using the block breaking heads he fires off. And then you can simply have a minecart rolling around under it to pick them up. But that's kind of a frustrating thing I've been working on for a while. So I hope this helps. This is something you probably would use early game while you're still manually killing withers and all of that. I mean, it's just at least a little way to start getting wither roses, and it does add up. Honestly, if you were to put a full double chest of eggs through and then do this, you're looking at probably a stack and a half or 2 stacks of wither roses every time. And it really does not take that long to get, wither skeleton skulls. Oh, do you remember the entity cramming limit? So if you're going to put a lot of chickens in there, only run 18 stacks of eggs at a time and then push the chickens through and run more, so you can just pile up chickens in there. But if you try to run, say, a single or more chest worth of eggs, you're going to run into entity cramming and the chickens will get killed off before they even get in the cage down there themselves. So just FYI, thought I'd include that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This video was actually made at the request of Johnny L Gamer, so make sure to go check him out, give him some love. His link will be in the description, down with the other ProtoTech members. He's also a fellow ProtoTech member. They're awesome. ProtoTech will cover all of your redstone, slimestone, and technical bug needs. All of that good stuff. Gravy and all, baby. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Down in the description are the links to my Twitter, Facebook, Discord, all of that good stuff. My Patreon, and my merch store. So you guys should head on over to the Discord. I hope to see you there. If you haven't, consider subscribing to keep up to date if you're new. And if you happen to like the video, please leave a like and a comment and let me know other things you guys would like to see. I love taking requests. It's a challenge, and I just love that kind of stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.